The Karuak ceremony has returned to Rise of Kingdoms. This is the best event in Rise of Kingdoms for gold heads. Need some help? I've got you covered. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Rise of Kingdoms gameplay episode from your very own Shappy Gaming. Today we are going to be covering the Karuak ceremony. This event has been in Rise of Kingdoms for a very long time, and by some miracle Lilith has not yet nerfed it. So, the Karuak ceremony can give you really, I think, up to 13 heads when you complete the hardest level, as well as from the bosses you can get any number of heads. Typically you'll average like 2, but you can get up to I think 6, which is pretty crazy. So today we're going to be walking through the Karuak ceremony, how to do it, what the best ways to do it are, and we're going to be covering all of the different troop types that you're going to want to bring for the different levels. And I have a sweet guide for you that will be available in the Discord. So if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button right over there, bottom right hand corner. Hit the bell so you get notified when new episodes come out. So the Karuak ceremony has pretty amazing rewards. So if we look at the easy rewards, you can see that even early on in the game, you can get 3 gold heads in this. And I think once you complete level 50, you get an additional one. So 4 gold heads, not including the bosses, which is pretty amazing. And as you can see with easy, you don't actually unlock any of the chieftains. And the chieftains are the alliance bosses that will typically get scheduled by your alliance leaders in R4. So as you play through the game and advance through the difficulties, you're going to want to get to Hell, which is the highest level difficulty. But if you're a T5 player, totally feasible, totally doable, and really what you want to be doing. I would also point out that even if you're not a T5 player, it may make sense for you to do Hell because you can actually rally these Karuaks if you're having difficulty with them. And if you help people out, you can get helps for Karuak, which you can then use to actually ask for help and have another T5 player in your alliance rally that Karuak for you. So if you can, you're really always going to want to do Hell. That's going to give you the best rewards, and it's going to help you really get ahead in the game. So of course I do Hell. And as you can see, the rewards are pretty amazing. You get 12 gold heads, 15 stars, bunch of XP, 50 times 40 gems. I think that's 2,000. And then you've got a bunch of speed ups. Even Nightmare is pretty good. Here's all the rewards for you guys. I'm actually going to be doing Hell. But before we get into it, let's read a little bit about the background of what the Karuak ceremony is. So this goes back to the Karuak, and I will point out this does differ significantly from the trial of Karuak. If that's what you're looking for, that's going to be linked on the top right side of your screen now. Totally different event. That one helps with crystals and KVK. But Karuak means Kingdom of Gold. That's helpful. And we have Karuak, and this is just the whole story behind it. So here are the rules. You can select a difficulty. You cannot change your difficulty after you've selected it within that event. So each event is like 4 days. Once you start it, you have to complete that difficulty. You cannot change from Hell to easy or from easy to Hell after you've started. So just keep that in mind. Typically, you would fight these solo. Early on, you're going to want to be bringing multiple marches if you're just starting the game. Once you become a T5 player, you're really going to be able to get to like level 25 at least with a single march, which is pretty good. And I would encourage you to use peacekeeping marches because they deal extra damage to Karuak. So, as I said, you can use a rally attack by using helps. And if you help other people, then you get the Mark of Karuak, which is pretty cool. You do have a chance to earn a Mark of Karuak when helping others. And when the ceremony begins, you get 5 marks of Karuak just off the bat. It is worth helping people. When someone launches a rally and you join it, you actually get fairly good rewards. We'll see if I can join one right here for you guys to show you. Let's see, is anyone rallying one? No. But I'll rally one and show you guys. So let's see. We're going to do Hell. Yep. And we're going to challenge. And let's rally it. And while I'm rallying it, we can, as I said, use peacekeeping commanders. And while I'm rallying it, we can go through all the other stuff. So as I mentioned, there are alliance bosses here. So you have up to 5 alliance bosses, and these will be summoned by your R4 or R5. I would highly, highly encourage you to participate in these bosses. That said, if you miss the bosses, you can go and participate in another alliance, so long as you did not attack these bosses. You don't have to leave the alliance. It's not like Silk Road. But if you missed them and you didn't get them, you can go leave and join another alliance. So if you're a big kingdom, I would highly recommend that you actually schedule out your Karuak ceremonies so people can show up when it's convenient for them. Now, as for the actual bosses, let's pop in here and I'll actually show you guys what the bosses look like and what troops you should bring. So if we come over to this awesome doc here, which is not created by me, but it is linked in my Discord, this is the ROK Mega Calculator. You can actually see that each level, Karuak is going to bring different troop types. So if you're early on in the game, this makes a lot of difference, but if you're later in the game, it's a little bit less important. Typically, if you are having trouble with a target, bring multiple marches. It may cost you more AP, but at least you're not losing. And you can swarm this. You don't have to use one march. You can use all 5, or if you're in KVK, you can use all 7. It's no big deal. So as you can see, the troop type does change, and there are recommendations here, depending upon which level you're in, for all of these. And this does go up to level 50 for each of them. Now I will point out here, you can see the reds mark elites. Elite Karuaks are stronger. And so you may end up having a situation where you're level 30 and your 1 march or 2 marches isn't going to work. In this instance, I would recommend you do the rally. But remember that a rally is going to cost you, I think, 150k AP, or 150 AP, whereas a single attack will typically cost you, I think, around 30. And we'll be able to check that in just a second. So I would recommend you rally the elites if the AP cost makes sense. Typically, I think it's if you can't beat it with 3 marches, launch a rally. But do keep that in mind as you're going and attacking these Karuak, and you will get individual rewards for every elite you beat. So once you get to level 10 or so, you will actually get some pretty good rewards, which is pretty neat. And as I mentioned, once you get to level 50, and I can scroll down for you guys, once you get to level 50, you complete the boss and you get a free gold head and some gems. So this is super helpful. I would recommend, if you are not a T5 player, you do bring the recommended troops, and that's going to be what you see on the right side there. So as you can see here, it's saying to recommend infantry because Karuak is going to bring cavalry. So if you can swarm with infantry or at least tank with infantry, I think it's worth it. I will also point out that in this Karuak, he's only going to be targeting a single target. So if you do bring a tanky march, like let's say a Richard Martel, or even a Bjorn Martel, if you're early on, that will help you because Karuak is going to target that single march and you can swarm with others. You should always have your tank attack first so that that's the one being targeted. You do that so you can have your nukers deal extra damage and really have no problem. As I said, you do want to use Peacekeeping Commanders because the Barbarian boost and Neutral Unit boost does apply to Karuak. So definitely do that. Do not forget. Now, let's go back to our in-game and let's see. As you can see, you do get a timer here for how long you can beat the target. And you do get rewards for each individual level of the Karuak that you beat. So this is an absolutely amazing event. You do get the best rewards pretty much out of any. Let's see if anyone has joined my rally. No one has. Okay. Join my rally. But you do get the rewards either way, and this event is amazing. It is one of the best, and I will also point out that you can get some really good equipment from this event. As you saw there, you can actually get the Karuak's belt, which is, if we go to our equipment here, you can actually get Karuak's Humility, which is one of the best early on infantry equipments that you can get. And you can get this through this event. You can also get the Savage Totem, which will make your life much easier as you go through the Karuak, or if you're in KVK, etc. So no one joined my rally, which sucks, but I can't show you guys then actually what the rewards are. But as you can see here, you do get a help option So I could request help, which would actually make it so someone else could rally this target for me. So let's see, I'm gonna throw my march at it. And if I had a hard time with this, I can send multiple marches. It's no problem. And as I said, the AP cost is 40, whereas if I went to rally it, the AP cost is 140. So as I said, if you can't beat it with 3 marches, you're gonna wanna launch a rally. It's just about making sure that you are optimizing your AP cost. So here we are, beat that. And the last thing that I'll call out with Karuak is that this event is incredible if you're trying to level up commanders. A lot of the time you will use Lohar in this event because you want to be sure that you're leveling up all of your commanders. Especially early on, this event is incredibly important because even in level 1, I got my Alexander Nevsky 6,000 XP. If I were using Lohar, it probably would have been even more. So as you're trying to level up different commanders, this is probably going to be the best event for you to do that. And so use your peacekeeping commanders with the XP boost and you will go very far. Also, as you can see, I got my reward from that, and now I can go challenge the next one. And you can just go back to back. There is a AP cost for challenging, so if you fail, that's not really ideal. If you do want to look through the rewards, here they are. You get tons of purple heads if you stop before getting to level 50. I would highly advise you beat level 50 so you can maximize your rewards from this event. Let me know in the comment section below. Have you seen Karuak Ceremony before? Is it your favorite event in the game? I think it's probably mine. As I said, if you are looking for that Excel sheet, that's going to be linked in the community Discord in the guide section. Discord link is in the description of the video, and I'll probably leave a comment for you guys. I hope that you've enjoyed. Thank you. Shappy out.